Shalom, shalom. I would like to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the Akim out there pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Not sure what I'm gonna entitle this lesson, but it was inspired because uh, of a conversation I had um, this morning with my boss. He's one of those anti-Christians, who 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 you know, feels like they kind of know everything, that pertains to the Bible. They feel like they understand it. And he knows kind of that he doesn't know fully, what I'm into in terms of this truth, but he knows that I read the Bible. So this morning, and he's from Spain. I believe, that he's he's an Edomite, just off of, just off of interactions that I've had to deal with him. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But yeah, he's from Spain. So I with all that flooding and stuff going on in Spain, I just went to him and like, do you see what's going on in Spain? With all the floodings. And he was like, yeah. Stuff like that has been going on for like, like years. And he's like, but it's bad. And I was just like, okay, okay. And then he's like, it's the last days. And I was just like, I was like, you're right. It is. Because it talks, the Bible talks about, certain pestilence and earthquakes and all these type of things that could happen, you know, within these last days. And then I said, okay, okay. And then he comes up to me and he's like, um, you know, I had a dream. I don't know if he said, I don't know if it was, I don't know when he had the dream, but he's like how he had this dream. He's like, and people laugh at him, like he like when he kind of tells his dream, and I'm just like I'm not gonna laugh, like type of thing. So he was basically saying that in this dream that he had, he was walking, in downtown Toronto with his wife, and all of a sudden, he heard like a loud bang, and and um and he's like when he heard this bang, he believed that it could be nukes. So I'm like, oh shit. Like, so in my head now, I'm thinking, okay, this guy, had a dream, of the ICBMs, going off. So yeah, he says that, he's walking with his wife downtown, and just one day, and he heard the nukes go off, and he's like, there was chaos everywhere. He's like, people were running everywhere, and whatnot. And then he said because like downtown Toronto, there's a lot of tall buildings, and he's like, he just, I guess him and his wife, he said him and his wife, found a quarter, and they got on their knees. And when he said that, I was like, okay, so you know they got on their knees to pray because obviously they're fearful of what was uh, taking place. And he said all he can remember is like seeing that bright light. You know, he said the bright light was like, it was so bright because it was like shining. You could see it like shining through the many buildings that are in the downtown core. And those of us know that when those ICBMs go off, it there's a very bright uh, spark, a very bright light that happens when that when that nuke hits, and and it creates like a very bright flashing light. And I remember the elder over there in South Carolina was doing a lesson, I believe it was last week, about the ICBM missiles and how that light could be so bright that it could be seen for miles. You know, he was saying like, not sure. He was just saying like, he could be in like a different state, and the nuke could go off in Buffalo, and you'd see that bright light from that far. So he goes on if he tells me this dream. So in my head already, I'm just thinking about like precepts. I'm like, wow, this just inspired me to do a lesson. And then I looked at him and I'm like, I don't find that funny. I said, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You know. And then he continued to talk to me about other stuff. But you know, it just shows that especially you wacky tacky Christians, you have no idea, what's about to happen. You have no idea what's about to happen. And you know, you're gonna really be caught in the deer in the headlights when these things start to take place. So enough of the talking. I just want to get a few precepts. Um, and the first one is Joel chapter 2, verse 28. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions. And just because this man had this dream doesn't mean he's a prophet. And, he definitely doesn't know the names of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I'll tell you that for sure. 'Cause he still calls on, JC. He tries to invite me to his church, and I'm just like, nah, I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that thing. But and there's been other brothers that made videos of like, children having dreams, or just people that have absolutely no idea about these scriptures and what's going to happen are having dreams like this, about the ICBMs, or about the chip being implemented. So when this man was telling me, my boss was telling me his little dream he had, I thought about this, the first precept that came to mind, and I was just like, wow. I was like, Lord willing, when I go home, I'm gonna do a lesson on this, because that's the time that we're coming into. These ICBMs, these nukes. It's gonna it's gonna completely destroy Babylon the Great. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe that Toronto is gonna be affected by these nukes. We're not very far from Buffalo, not very far from Detroit, and some of these other states. Like, you know we we're the little brother to to America. So I definitely believe. And then over here in Canada, like, it's wicked. So I definitely believe that this place was gonna get touched by nukes, especially the more south you are of Canada. Obviously not the north, but the more south, those places close to the U.S. border. Uh, chapter, I mean, verse 29. And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit, and I will shew wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yoshai. So that's going to be a great, terrible day for, the non-elect. It's going to be a great, terrible day for you, because you're going to have no idea, what's going on. You have no idea. A lot of people are gonna do this, you know. He in his vision, he sees this destruction, he sees the chaos, and he gets on his knees and he prays. But who is he praying to? Guarantee you he was praying to JC. And ain't no name, there's no power under that name. You ain't gonna be saved through that name. As a matter of fact, if you're an Edomite, or if you ain't of the nation of Israel, if you ain't of the elect, it don't matter what you pray to in that day, you know, it's gonna be too late. 'Cause it's gonna be that terrible day of judgment. And Yahweh Shem Yahshua is gonna get you. Uh, verse 20, verse 32. And it shall come to pass that whoever shall call on the name of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, will be delivered. See, that's the key. The name, the name, the name, the name. People don't know the name. These wacky tacky Christians don't know the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And even those ones that have known the name but have not served him, the one and have not followed him, with integrity, humility, with fear, with faith, with all their hearts, and all their might, with everything. The Lord is not going to hear you, and during these difficult times. That's why it says, the day of the Lord is going to be a day like no other, and I can see it. And also thought about, the precept like, you're gonna come as a thief in the night. I made a video about that. I believe it was my last video. Bringing it out in Matthew, that it talks about it in another Luke as well. But the people are not going to see this thing. Sudden destruction is going to come upon them. So read that again, verse 32. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on my name, the name, the name of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, will be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has said, and in the remnant whom the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall call. So only that remnant is going to be saved. You know, no one else. Only the remnant uh, is going to truly call upon His name. So that's it. Psalms 21:9. Thou shalt make them as a fiery oven in the time of thine anger. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall swallow them up in His wrath, and the fire shall devour them. It's gonna happen. That's what his dream was. He's seen he he's seen that big bang, that flashing light. He's seen the chaos in the midst of him, and had no idea what was going on. This is my boss telling me this dream. He had this dream and he had no idea what's going on. He has no idea that the Bible talks about ICBM missiles. He has no idea that the Bible talks about Babylon the Great being destroyed with fire through nukes, through the chariots. He has no idea that World War III is going to be fought with ICBM missiles. I just show you these people out here don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. And that's why, having this truth, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshai is such a blessing. Because these people out here are just lost, completely lost. And they're going to be even more bugged out when the prophecies start to really, kick off. Yeah, a lot of these wacky tacky, yeah, they know about the chip. They know about it. Some of them, it's crazy how some of them know about the chip, but these camps over here ain't teaching that the mark of the beast was the chip. But a lot of these wacky tacky Christians, they know. They know. They don't have the right knowledge. They don't have the name. So even though they know all that, it's the Lord is still gonna have his way. It says Malachi 4:1, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, ye and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day and that's and pride the pride of these people, man. The pride. Like I said, my boss is from Spain. He's prideful as all. There's no telling that man nothing. There's no telling that man nothing. And the pride of people are gonna be brought to all time low when chaos starts erupting. When 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 people are breaking into your home, snatching your kids, snatching your woman, kicking you out of your own homes, torturing you. Pride is gonna be brought to an all low. People out here are prideful. They think based off of what they think they know, or based off materialistic things or the status that they have in the society, that they're all that. You're gonna see when all hell is breaking loose. The only ones who are gonna have true comfort are the elect of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. It's gonna be place is gonna be gobbled up in fire. You know, Babylon the Great. It's got to go. And these many other places in throughout the earth, like the land of Israel. The place has to be cleansed. Lots of places they get touched by that fire. Second Ezra 16, chapter 13, and it reads, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. So, and those arrows, and that those arrows go into the ICBMs. You know, once they're they sprung up out of their silos and they're shot, from one end to the earth, from one continent to another, the they ain't gonna miss. Like it's gonna hit whatever target it's meant to hit. You don't want to be in, you don't want to be in that radius when those ICBMs start to, you know, pick up speed and come towards, the Earth. You don't want to be in the midst of that. That's what's gonna happen. Say that again. For strong is his right hand, and that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. It has consumed these certain parts, especially Babylon the Great, aka America. The whole place is going to be engulfed in fire. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? Because these times are going to be terrible and rough times. It even says, even the remnant shall be scarcely saved. Because Lord willing, we're of the elect. We're gonna be, the ones of us who are still on the earth, who haven't been who haven't been killed for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. We're gonna witness these things. We're gonna see these things going on, and only the only thing that could save us in that time is going to be Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils come? It'll be a very evil time. Praying and getting on your knees, praying to JC. Ain't gonna save you in those days. Or praying to whoever the hell you want to pray to. Praying to any one of these other false gods out here, any one of these false names out here. A lot, and then especially in North America's filled filled with, you could worship whoever the heck you want. So a lot of these people are going to be you know, calling upon whoever they see fit to save them in that time of great tribulation. But they're not going to be heard. Not going to be heard. I go into my next precept. Proverbs 1 and 22. How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, and I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called, and ye have refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. A lot of you Jakes out here, I'm only going to be speaking to the Jake, because the rest of you, you Edomites and you other nations, they ain't no hope for you. They ain't no damn hope for you. But you Jakes out here who know, who have come across this truth. You may have seen the man of the Lord out there, in the streets, you know, prophesying in the name of Yahweh Hashem Shai. You might know someone who's, into this truth. You might have came across the videos, and you're not grabbing hold of this truth. This world is going down, it's sinking, and this truth is that life jacket. Yahweh Hashem Shai, is that light. And the Lord is trying to you know call you back into this thing. He's trying to get Jake's attention. But as it is written, two-thirds gotta go. Verse 25, but he have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. This is the point. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. Going back to the dream, my boss had, the Lord is gonna laugh at you people when you be doing this. When there's chaos erupting, and then that's when you want to get down on your knees and pray to whoever it is you're praying to. The Lord's gonna laugh at you. You're gonna be thinking, why isn't the Lord, why isn't JC saving me? Why isn't Allah saving me? Why isn't Buddha saving me? There's no power in none of those names. Those names are garbage. There's only power in the name Yahweh, the Father, and in the Son, Yahweh Shai. Verse 27, when your fear cometh as a desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come up upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. They They would none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof. They want to hear. When you had the time and the opportunity to hear this truth, to learn more about it, to to embrace it, but you didn't want to. You wanted to carry on with your wicked lives, you wanted to carry on with with the circus of the society, with the distractions of this world. That's where your attention was. Your attention wasn't on this truth. And then when you know, when your fear cometh upon you, then you expect that then you want to get the Lord's attention. Then you want to, pray and call out to him. Like you said, he's gonna laugh. He ain't gonna hear you. And then and the elect, we're gonna witness this stuff. Lord willing, we're the elect. We're gonna witness these things. We're gonna witness chaos everywhere, and these people praying and calling onto you know, their false gods and their false idols, and we're gonna laugh at you because you're not gonna know what's really going on. Verse 31. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of the fool shall destroy them. But whosoever hearken unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil. This is wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5. Just kind of going into that deliverance, you know, uh, that that the elect are going to have. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. So, you know, it's like I just envision, these people, these people, getting on their knees, praying to their JC, the nukes are going off, there's chaos all over the place, the chariots have, made their appearance, shooting out their lasers, and then and then, the elect are just going to be going up, be ascending into those chariots, and these people who are out, on their knees, praying to their JC, praying to whoever the heck it is they're praying to, are just going to be, you know, shit themselves because of what they're going to witness. I'll reverse 2 again. When they see it, they shall be troubled with tremble, fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom, whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. Especially a lot of people that know the stuff that that we're into. They and it's gonna be known. Like it's gonna be known that a prophet was among you. But it's gonna be too late once you notice these things. We fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor. That was the point of that. So, when these nukes and everything are going off, you know, and then the fire is blazing this place, up. The elect are going to ascend onto the chariots. And, people are gonna witness this. They're gonna be terrified. You know, they're gonna be terrified and and feel stupid. While the elect are just gonna be, giving all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That the Lord had mercy upon them, that the Lord saved them. And, 2/3, whoever else is left down here is just gonna be in awe. It's gonna be just in awe. Because you're gonna see, these men, going up into these, so-called UFOs to be saved. They ain't getting abducted by aliens. No, that's our power. That's our Lord coming to save us. The closing precept is Acts 4:12. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. And that name is Yahweh the Father and the Son Yahweh Shai. They can only be saved through those names, not through anything else. You know, believe it or not, that's what it is. Whether you like it or not, that's what it is. And the Lord is gonna prove that you can only be saved through His name. And that great day and the time of Jacob's trouble, the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is gonna be magnified. You know, and people are gonna really know that yes, this is the name of the Father, and this is the name of the Son. So that's that's gonna wrap up this video. That was inspired by a little vision or a dream that my boss had had. I pray it was edifying. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the Akim out there pushing this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Lord willing, till the next video, Shalom.